What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Travis. Of course, this is TWA Motorsports, and today is an awesome day. And let me tell you why. It is the beginning of February. It is 70 degrees here. Now, like 4 days ago, we had snow on the ground, ice, salt. It was gross. Today's 70. That's just how it is in Missouri. The weather is like that. They're literally calling for snow again in like 2 or 3 days. So we had to take advantage of days that we have like this to be outside. And my son is down there. He's got all his toys out, and he's down there with his plastic weed eater, weed eating around my trees, but he's having a ball. It is a super nice day. But today I want to talk about the fog lights. I got fog lights for the Tahoe out here, and I also want to talk about the headlights and the side markers that I just put in. You guys know in the last video, if you've been keeping up with this thing, which by the way I love the look of, we put new headlights and fog lights, or not fog lights, but side markers in, and so let me talk about the things I love. I love the new headlights. So guys, I do definitely recommend these for the budget friendly LED. I don't think they get any better. Now, one thing I don't like about them is they're red. So I get that reflection of red and I don't really care for that. But hey, I can live with that because it's so much better at night. But what I wanted to talk about was this lower light here. A couple mornings ago, I noticed there was a little bit of moisture on the inside of the glass, and you guys know that I put silicone around it, and I hate the look of it, and probably will order different ones at some point because I hate it that much. I could probably peel it out, but if you notice, there's a little bit of condensation right there and here as well. I don't really think, I haven't had any issues with the headlights, but for some reason the side markers on these things, these aftermarket side markers, and even the factory ones for that matter, just have some sort of issue. I'm pretty sure it's where it seals, the actual lens seals to the housing. I did put a little bit of tape on the back side where the bulbs go in just to make sure there was no water seeping in from the back side, because you notice there's a pretty good sized gap here. And even with the factory light, I mean, this one doesn't fit quite as nice as the factory one, but even with the factory light, there was a pretty good gap here, so water just rushes in on the back side. And I just don't know that there's a way to have a set of these lights that don't leak. I don't know. And if you guys know of any brands that are 100% leak proof and you haven't had any problems with, let me know, because I might swap this whole thing out for something like that, because this is getting driven in the rain. It's a daily driver. We use it. So anyway, I wanted to update you guys on that in case you were looking at buying these. Not necessarily bad, and I really wish I wouldn't have put the silicone on so I could have reported to you guys they leaked the first time without the silicone. I don't really know if the silicone's helping. But anyway, today is all about the fog lights. You guys know in the last video when I put these headlights in, I tried to use these BeamTech fog lights, and let me show you why they wouldn't fit. If you did watch that video, you know, but this big chunk on the back, this heat sink that it has, wouldn't clear the mounting bracket on these fog lights. So obviously we couldn't use those. And because we couldn't use those, I had to order some different ones. Now look at the difference in the size of packaging here. Obviously these things are a lot smaller, and I'll try to open these with one hand too. I don't know that I'm gonna be able to do that. Okay, two hands. Check out the difference in these guys. Look how much smaller they are. And so the original problem, like I said, was that big chunk on the back. These don't have that. So we should be able to, and I'm hoping, I haven't tried these yet, but we're gonna unscrew these old ones and we're gonna screw the new ones in, and it should be pretty simple. All we gotta do is turn the bulb, pull it out, unplug it, plug the new one in, and we should be good to go. So I'm gonna do that real quick, and then we'll look at them in the daylight, and then I'll give you guys another shot at night, kind of like I did when I did the headlights and the side markers and stuff. So I'm gonna go grab, I'll probably need a pair of pliers. I was able to get that one out just barely with a pair of pliers. They're just kind of snug. I'm pretty sure they've been in there since factory. So go grab a couple tools and we'll get these new ones in. So literally all you need to do, and you can do this without getting under it, is turn that bulb and it will come out. And you can see there's our old bulb, and I actually didn't need any tools. I thought I would. So we unplugged that one. We'll plug the new ones in. I'm sure you guys can hear the cows next door here. They're making a bunch of noise right now. And that's pretty much it. Put it back in the spot here and twist it. We are good on that one. You also want to make sure they're facing straight up and down, and as you can see, that one is, or hopefully you guys can see that. If you need to tweak them, you can move them just a hair one way or the other. Yeah, it is straight up and down. So now all we need to do is go to the other side, get it in, and we'll take a look at them. So same thing here, we're gonna reach in there. Hopefully we can reach this. twist it out. And this one I had out the other day when I was testing the other one, so it's not quite as snug. Unplug the old one, plug the new one in here. It only plugs in one way, guys, so if you screw it up, it's almost impossible to screw this up. Now we need to put it back. I may crawl under here for that. Make sure it's straight up and down. And it actually only fits straight up and down, so that works out great. All right, let's go turn this thing on and take a look at it in the daylight. You probably are not going to see a ton of difference in the daylight, but you're definitely going to see a difference at night. Let's start this thing up, take a look at them. I'll have to manually turn the lights on at this point. But I think they should be on. Oh yeah, they are on. Okay guys, so we are gonna have to aim these, and you really don't have the ability to aim them as far as side to side goes, but you have the ability to aim them up and down. So once the sun gets a little lower, we'll move it up to the garage door, and we'll do basically what we did with the headlights. So we'll move, we'll kind of back up about 25 feet, and then we'll aim them kind of where we want them, and we'll talk about that more once we get to that point. So we'll wait, like I said, for it to get a little bit darker, so we can get some good shots of it up against the garage door, and then we will move to night where I'll be able to show you way more. So before it gets too dark, I want to show you guys what I'm doing to aim these things. So what I've got on the garage door and how I've measured it. So I'm 25 feet away from the face of the actual bulb or the light, the fixture itself, so the actual glass or plexiglass or whatever it is on the front. 25 feet from there to my garage door is how far away I am. Now, once we have figured that out, you need to measure from the center of the light. So I measured the center of this little circle here to the ground. That's 13 inches. What you need is 25 feet away with the 13 inches. You need to basically go down 4 inches. So the bottom of my tape represents 9 inches. So if that all makes sense, we start with 13, we take 4 off from 25 feet away, and that should give us 9 inches. So the bottom of my tape, like I said, represents 9 inches, and that's where the fog lights need to aim. Now, like I said, there is no side-to-side adjustment on those. You would have to put some washers in, so I'm not really too concerned about that. I do not want one pointing up and the other pointing down or trying to shine in other people's face, anything like that. I want them as close to factory spec as possible. So that is the setting that we need to do. And I wanted to show you guys this before it got too dark. Now, they don't have nearly the throw that the headlights do, so it's not quite dark enough yet still, but I wanted to show you guys where we're going to be adjusting it, and it's very simple. There is a adjustment knob right here on the bottom, and you either tighten that up to pull it forward or loosen it up to push it out. And obviously pushing it out will bring the light up, and tightening it up will bring the light down. So that is what we are looking at doing once it gets just a hair darker. We're not quite to sundown, and like I said, we could adjust the headlights in about this time of day, but because the fog lights just aren't quite as bright as the headlights are, we're just gonna have to wait a little longer. But like I said, I wanted to show you guys before it got too dark, and we'll get out here in a little bit and get these things adjusted, and then we will show you guys in the dark how much better they're going to be. So we're out here. It's quite a bit darker now, and I can tell you guys that aiming these is not quite as easy as aiming the other ones. I do have a bucket in front of one, so we're just aiming one side at a time, and you can see on the wall up there that I'm going down, or at least hopefully you guys can see that. And my tape just quite doesn't go out far enough, so I'm using just about right there as my guide, so I think that's good. And so as you can see, it's about level with it actually needs to go down just a hair. The top of the light really needs to be at the bottom of that line, but I'm just about out of adjustment. I might be able to make it. I'm just about there. I think that's it. That's as close. I'm completely out of adjustment as far as going that direction. So we're going to move on to the other side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the bucket. So I'm covering one up so I'm not getting cast from one and the other, you know what I mean? I really need a different method. But now we'll adjust this one and we should be good to go. Now I won't show you guys me adjusting this one. I'm just going to bring it down to the same level the other one was. And well, let me see if I can do it like this. Adjustment on this side, for some reason the knob is not there, so I have to adjust it with a wrench. And we are about there on this side too. So we are good. So now let's take a look once it gets just, the sun's almost completely down. We'll take a look at it when it's completely pitch black out like we did before and see if we made a difference. At this point, it's pretty dark. It's not as dark as it was the last time, but I wanted to show you guys. I'm just gonna go with the fog lights first. So that's them. And I don't know, guys. It's better than what it was, let me tell you that. But it's not, it's nothing like the headlights. So I thought maybe I could drive with just these, and they're just not bright enough. Now, chances are if I got new housings, these are kind of weathered. I thought they looked a little nicer than what they actually were, but it goes with the rest of the setup. So it looks really good. And then I'll show you guys, this is, so obviously this is just fog lights, and this is without them. So it does put out quite a bit of light, but check this out. Here we go with the headlights. So much different. It's like, it's I can't even explain how happy I am with the headlights, guys. It is so much better. And you know, the fog lights are better than they were, but man, what a huge difference when you flip those lights on. Anyway, I just want to show you guys when it's all finished up. We'll go back in the garage and we'll wrap this thing up. So we're back here in the garage, and obviously it's too dark to film outside, but I wanted to talk about a couple things. First of all, Lightning Dark is the company I used for the fog lights, same company that I used for the headlights, and I love the headlights. The fog lights, yeah, they're brighter than factory, and chances are they're probably cheaper than a factory replacement. So I'd probably recommend them, and I wanted something that matched when I had the headlights and the fog lights on, so they, you know, the fog lights are kind of yellow compared to like an LED. So I wanted everything to match, and it does do that now, which I do like. As far as the housings go, though, I don't know that they make a housing that doesn't leak. Even the GM ones leak. So we'll just keep an eye on that, and I will update you guys on if they start to leak and do crazy things. I will let you guys know. I'll make another update video on that down the road. But that brings me to the beam techs. So I don't do a lot of giveaways on this channel. In fact, I think I've given away a couple hats, but that's about it. So I decided I would give these beam techs away. Now, I did put a little bitty scratch on one when I was messing with it. You can see it right there. It has no effect on the bulbs themselves, but I thought somebody could use these because chances are I'll put them on the shelf, I'll forget I have them, and then I'll reorder them or something. So I'm going to give them away. So there are 3 things you have to do in order to win them. So the very first thing is you have to be subscribed to the channel. The second thing is you have to comment in the comment section down below. And the third thing is you have to give this video a thumbs up. So those are the only 3 things. Now, I'm not going to draw a winner until we get to 15,000 subscribers, which we're very close. We're like at 13.4, I think, right now as I'm filming this. And chances are we'll be to 15,000 very soon. Thanks for the growth on this channel, guys. It's been awesome having all the support that you guys have given me. So along with the lights, I'm going to give away one of the hats like what I'm wearing right here. And I think I have a black one, a gray one, and a red one. So I'll let you guys choose, or the winner choose, which color they want. I'll see what colors I have, and you just let me know which one you want. But I think that's it. I think that's all for today. I do have some parts stacking up for the SS. I'm excited to get that thing out of here. I want to get it finished so we can move on to other exciting stuff. And as far as the Tahoe goes, I do have some more stuff coming for it very, very soon. So be looking for videos on it as well. I know I've been blowing you guys up with lots of content on the SS, tearing it down. But once we get it finished, I'm going to sprinkle some stuff in there, hopefully, and we're not just doing SS stuff, but once the SS is finished, we got some really exciting stuff coming. So stick with me. Make sure you subscribe so you can win these lights. And, well, I think that's it for today. If you do like this video, guys, if it was informative, please, like always, smash that thumbs up button. If you're not subscribed, you got to subscribe so you can win these lights, right? Or, you know, just to watch other stuff that we do. Anyway, while you're down there subscribing, make sure you ring that bell icon. That way you're notified every single time we drop a new video. And stay tuned to see what we work on, buy, sell next.